Hey everyone, I've got the Eachine E014 Windmill. This just might be the best drone you can get for under 50 bucks. There is a lot that I really like about this little quad, and I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. All right, so first of all, this little guy is, like I said, one of the best drones you can get for under 50 bucks. It's actually a lot of fun regardless of price. We've got an optical flow sensor and altitude hold, which makes this really a very, very stable drone. Now, it has an excellent app, one of the better apps we've seen. It's actually very similar to the Zerotech Dobby. Now, that's a $200 drone. This one's under 50 bucks. It starts out with this really easy to fly mode. Then it also has this mode where you're flying it basically as a selfie drone, where the camera is pointed towards you and it controls normally. You can also switch it so that it flies what I would call a regular normal mode, and it acts like a quadcopter that you would expect to see. So you know, in terms of what would I compare it to, it's actually fairly comparable to the Tello. No, the camera on the Tello is, yes, superior, and the Tello is a little bit more stable, but the thing's gonna cost you 100 bucks. This is half the price. You might as well get two of these little drones. Now, it does also come with its own remote. Make sure that you opt for mode 2 if that's how you fly. We picked up a mode 1 by mistake, but still works all right. One thing that is really pretty awesome with this is, again, you can fly it with just your phone if you want, and it comes with these little suction cup joysticks, which really increase the feel. Now, I do not like flying a drone with my smartphone, but this really does change that. It makes it a whole lot easier to fly with this smartphone. All right, so let me tell you a little bit more about this app. Like I said before, I really like it. It's one of the better apps that you'll ever find with selfie drones. Eachine is doing a pretty solid job, but the fly with gyro mode, where you kind of tilt your phone, that's the best implementation that I've seen. You engage it by tapping the screen with your right thumb, and then you can fly it forward or back or tilt, however you want to do that. The other thing that is nice is you can fly by drawing on your screen. Again, sometimes that's hit or miss, but this one, it's actually a hit. So this little drone is pretty cool. What do I not like about it? The biggest downfall is the integrated battery, right? I cannot switch out the battery. So after about 5 minutes of flying, I have to charge it, right? I cannot remove the battery, which means that this thing is grounded for about 45 minutes or so until I get a full charge. But again, like I said, one of the best beginner drones that you can get for just 50 bucks. Something else that's neat about this little guy, you can turn on and off optical flow. So if you want a little bit more control and you're not having to worry about it sensing the ground, these buttons will do that for you. You also have, of course, your automatic takeoff and landing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this overall is a pretty solid beginner drone. One of my favorites for sure.
Hey guys, this is Chris, now the other half of Half Chrome. Here you can see the footage you get from the E014. Not too bad for a 1 megapixel 720 camera. I am going to be talking a little bit more about the camera quality and the video that you get from the E014 Windmill. And one thing to note is the video that you get is streamed over Wi-Fi as it is for the Tello, so if you get too far away it might get a little choppy or a little bit grainy. I took the E014 Windmill down into the basement and took a picture of our test target to compare it to some other drones. Here you can see it zoomed in way in the center of the target, the Windmill compared to the Tello. Now that's 1 megapixel compared to 5. Again, the Windmill really eking out everything you can get out of a 1 megapixel 720p camera. Not really disappointed at all. You can do a lot worse than this on a drone under $50. Trust me, we've tested a lot of them. Here you can see the footage again outside, a little bit shaky, and that's to be expected on a drone with no electronic image stabilization and no gimbal. Now here you can see the Tello, which is one of the very few that does have electronic image stabilization, the only one under $100, perhaps other than the Parrot Mambo. So if you're more interested in super stable video, we do recommend the Tello. And here's what you get with the E014. In addition to the drone and that nice remote, you get an extra set of props, a charger, those on-screen joysticks, a screwdriver, why not, and the instructions. The instructions are pretty darn good, actually. Here you can see one more time just the optical flow at work, one of the more effective ones we've seen, certainly in this price range. Again, we were not disappointed with the E014. Really good drone for under $50. Great beginner if you're not comfortable with flight, because you get the altitude hold and you get the optical flow. So that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back, watch us again, so subscribe to our channel. Check us out at halfchrome.com, where we've got a lot more information on the E014 and a boatload of other drones. We'll see you next time.